Christ. How about now? Alright, there we go. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm back. Oh, shit. Man. Everything has been going to hell in a handbasket. It's amazing. I don't know why. I just... sometimes I just can't get any good things going. Just very annoying. Why are you telling me there's no data, YouTube? It's right there. I can see it. You're showing to me on the screen. I've just been having, like, the absolute shittiest luck. So I was using the other Streamlabs for doing Fortnite streaming stuff that I was doing with my 6-year-old son. And, you know, and for some reason, the Streamlabs and Stream Elements are having a fight with each other. And I've really had enough of it. With them fighting with each other. Both ended up canceling the mic. So it went to default. My default mic is my webcam mic for some reason. Not my actual expensive Yeti mic. So yeah. So a couple of streams there's nothing of me talking because it went to my webcam mic, which I have in the filters muted because it's a shitty mic and I really don't need that crap in my life. I mean, if I bought an expensive mic, I want to use the expensive mic. I don't know why. So yeah, oh my god, I don't know why I have to deal with this stuff all the time. Alright, old enemies, new threats. This is what I need to do. Alright, let's go. Let's figure it out. Oh. Ow, ow, ow. Oh. Oh, I mean, November is getting closer, so I need to get this shit done. If it wasn't for going into the hospital, I'm pretty sure I would have already done this all. Alright, Creel. Zavrax, my, what a pleasure surprise. If you come to inquire after the Archons, fear not. Master Matoya's treatment has proven effective in stabilizing their corporeal ether. We mustn't grow complacent, however, potent that those magics may be, they are not without limits. We can only hope they afford us enough time for the Crystal Exarch to complete his work. If only we could go with you to the first and help. Pardon the apparition, but I come bearing urgent news. Oh, it's this guy. Ah, Zavrax, it's been far too long, my friend. What do we have? What do we got? Forgive me, I don't believe we have formally introduced. Maxima, former Garlean ambassador, I remain here in Eorzea under the auspices of Commander Adolin, offering what counsel I can in the hopes of resolving the present conflict with the Empire. Ah, yes. I have heard stories of a defector from Garlemon, but never mind that. Yes, you said you have urgent news? Indeed, as you may have heard, the Imperial capital is in turmoil, and a sizable portion of the Garlean forces have been recalled from the Gamalt Dark, and their numbers so greatly diminished, the main host of the Alliance has withdrawn, leaving the Alamingan resistance to keep watch over the border. And it is there we have welcomed a most unexpected visitor who claims that this de-escalation may belie growing dangers and unforeseen... Okay, you guys are going way too fast. How do I... Is it spacebar? Yes. Hello, Roan. Welcome. Commander Alien has arranged for an impromptu meeting to discuss these revelations. He has also requested a representative of the Scions attend as well, though it is clear to whom he wished I extend this invitation. Of course. It would seem time is of the essence. Well, You'll not be attending this meeting alone, though I am not all well versed in the affairs of city-states as our comrades. I see no reason to burden a single scion with all this. Yes, of course, and we must make for the Alamingo Quarter with all haste. Well, what are we waiting for? Get going, you two. Aye, Tataru, we will leave you. Don't you gosh damn curtsy me right now. Okay. Oh, how you doing, Rowan? It's been a while. Hello, Red Ranger Kai. Oh, let's see. How you're feeling? Oh my god. Well, it's a good question. Oh, you see I've got the brand new car? Yes, I did. It's the only reason I played this game, to get that car. Now I have it. So I can sell my account. Not just kidding. Oh man, well, see, it was a very strange experience. What happened? How can I? Let me see if you can see this or not. With my 8-second lag. Come on. Show up on the screen. Oh Christ, that's really far away. Alright. So, that little tiny hole that's at the end of these scissors, it's a cap for the scissors, so that way the kids are protected, was about on the size of my leg. It was the last thing to be healed up on my leg. So, I was doing good. You know, I would go to my doctor's every 2 weeks, and, you know, he would take a little scalpel and scrape out the parts of the wound so that the fresh flesh could grow. And everything was going good. And then, literally, I guess I don't even know if that's the right word to use there, but probably exactly a week after I had seen him, both my legs started to hurt. Now, granted, I've had a lot of guys been calling out sick, so I've been doing a lot more stuff out in the warehouse, unloading trucks, helping load trucks. So I was just like, oh, maybe it's just, you know, maybe I'm not used to doing the lifting, because you lift with your legs, you know. If you lift properly, you're lifting with your legs, not your back. So, lifting with my legs, I noticed that I've been putting on, like, it was a lot of pressure on my legs at the time. So I was just like, oh, maybe it's just my legs hurting from being the muscles used in that setting when I haven't used them for like months to just lift heavy stuff like that. So I honestly I didn't pay no mind. I didn't even think anything about it. And then like 3 days after that, I noticed that there was a spot on my opposite leg that was leaking fluid, water, I guess, because my legs obtain a lot of water. So I was just like, oh, that's weird. But it's not uncommon for it to happen. You know, I might get like a blister or whatever, and then, you know, typically I just pop it, it goes away. And like that night I slept, and when I woke up the next night, that tiny little spot on my leg, on my right leg that was healing, went from like that to like this. And then I had 3 spots on my opposite leg open up. And it was painful. Like, seriously, seriously painful. So, I woke up that morning, I checked my blood sugar. It wasn't crazy, so I took my pills. And I wrote down my prescriptions, and I said, let me go check out the urgent care, see if if I can get an appointment for urgent care. So I checked their online service, and everything was booked. So I said, of course it's booked. So I said, all right, I'm just going to go to the hospital. I figure I'll go in there. I think it's a leg infection. But I don't know, so I don't want to... I don't have MD after my name, even though my wife keeps telling me I do. So I don't want to take it for granted. If it's an infection, they'll write me a script for antibiotics, and I will get on the antibiotics right away. So I get to the hospital, and of course, they're redoing the hospital. So sometimes the emergency room's on the right side, sometimes it's on the left side. You never know when you get there. So I drive myself to the hospital because I'm like, all right, well, I don't want my wife to drive me and then have to come pick me back up when it's all done. I was like, forget that. So I get to the hospital. They bring me right back in. They start unwrapping my legs. And they're like, wow, you have a really severe leg infection. And I'm like, well, okay. She's like, when did this happen? Like, has this been a week? And I'm like, no, this just all happened last night, and it's, like, bad. And she was like, okay, then it's really severe. This is just what happened. Like, if all these sores had just opened up last night, then it's a really bad leg infection. So, they admitted me. Took me right up into a room. They put the needle... Oh, I don't know if you can see it. God damn it. I still have the mark on my arm. Right here. They stuck it in my damn elbow. I was like... I don't know if you understand how painful that is. And when I sleep on my right side, you can't do that. I was sleeping in the bed with like my arm over my head, and they're like, you can't lay that way. The IV can't work that way. So I just gotta put my arm back down, and I'm like, do you not understand? I'm a side sleeper. I need to sleep on my side. And they're like, sleep on your other side. I'm like, does that look like my right side? No, that's my left. Look, I held it up. It's an L. And they just did not give a shit. So they hit me up with 5 bags of 2,000 milligrams of different antibiotics pumping into me. It decimated my stomach. So, I mean, I have been eating the crap out of probiotic yogurt, just trying to get my stomach back to normal. And then they sent me home with, this is not my antibiotic pills, which I've already finished. But, gosh damn it, I had the pill bottle right here. How did I lose it? Well, one of these pills is the antibiotics. Nope. Don't you, I swear to God. If you fall out, I'm gonna be pissed off. Nope. They hit me up with cephalexin, 500 milligrams 3 times a day to take home after they finally released me. So, I have been on antibiotics forever now, for over a week. And it was just... I'm actually sitting at my desk right now with nothing. It's actually CHP. CHEP. I'm actually sitting at my desk right now. I've actually, for the past 2 days, I have nothing on my legs. They're not leaking. They are healing. I'm just letting them air heal. Okay, so maybe a couple spots it's got a little bit of leakage because I just touched my leg like an idiot. But it's not bad, so it's something I've been really, really happy about. Just trying to get back to normal. I've been playing the shit out of Fortnite. Just because it's something I can do with my 6-year-old. Because he was all like... He's like, Daddy, I really hope you get better soon. Because I miss you. And I need you home. And I'm like, first off, you can't do that to me. I'm in the hospital. Because I would literally rip this IV out of my arm and go home to spend time with you. So it was just like, just really killing my emotional strings. But so, the new season of Fortnite had dropped. So I said, you know what, I hadn't played for like 2 or 3 seasons. I was like, and he's been grounded from it because of the people that he was playing with. So I made an agreement with him. I was like, if you want to play Fortnite, you can only play with me. Nobody else. Or with your brother. You know, you can't play with any of these other people that make you do stupid stuff. You know, and get you saying crazy things. Oh, thunderstorms. So yeah, I mean, I'm doing better. It's just sometimes I'll be walking and it'll just be like a shooting pain, and I'm just like, ooh, I hope there's something I can grab onto real quick because I don't want to fall to the floor. But I've gone food shopping. I've gone out places. I've been going to work. Unloading trucks still. So I mean, I'm doing it. It's just for actually just sitting for long periods of times at my computer, focusing on just one thing. Oh, like right now, shooting pain in my leg. You know, I just couldn't do it. I just could not focus on that. I mean, at least with Fortnite, you know, you play a game. You can stop in between. I can get up and stretch a little bit and move around. But it's been so long since I played Fortnite. Final Fantasy, so I decided, you know what, let me hop on and see what I can do and get done. But I did go and do the car event. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't watch any of the scenes. I skipped everything. I just didn't care. I was just like, I just want this stupid car. I don't give a crap what this guy has to say. I don't care what game he's from. Like, I just want this car, and that was it. I've waited long enough. Commander Aladdin awaits us in the Royal Palace if you would follow me. Wait a minute. I was like, wait, is that the Crystal Exarch? Hold up. Hey, buddy, how's it going?
They're here, Commander.
Nope, have not watched it.
And I, for one, am grateful that they are. Told you've been busy since our paths last crossed at the Gimlet Dark.
Yeah. I went and did stuff. I can't tell you exactly what it's because I have... Wait, it's in the fucking eye. Oh. Oh, man. I think I just rubbed something into my eye, like an idiot. I think I got it. Don't rub it more than... Okay. I don't think you've noticed, but I'm a dude, okay? That's what we do. You got dirt in the wound? Rub it out. Oh, God. Did he speak this? I don't even...
Not that I understand.
Oh, yes, he did. Okay, good.
When the science spoke of other worlds, I struggled to describe what I pictured. Mayhap things would seem clearer were I to hear the tale from your own lips. But I'm afraid the situation will not afford us that luxury. I trust you two require no introduction.
Oh, shit. Bob, we go back way. He used to have this giant machine, and I kicked the shit out of it.
We meet again, hero of Eorzea.
Don't sound so sad. Oh, get your foot back.
Must we repeat this ridiculous display? I pose no threat to you, though what I come to warn you of very well might.
Had he meant to do us harm, I hazard he would have kept to the shadows and brought more than 2 companions.
He had a big mech, it didn't help.
We need not pretend to be the best of friends, but I hope we can put aside our differences for the present.
I don't even know why am I angry. Like, it's like I kicked the shit out of him. Like, why am I mad he's here? Is it because I didn't kill him and he escaped? Like, like literally, he got played by Asetians. We've been killing Asetians. Come on, cut the guy some slack.
Celestinian and I cooperated to rid the world of Black Rose in your absence.
Get small.
Our journey
He's like, I'll allow
took
it.
us as far as the Imperial Palace, where we witnessed Emperor Varus meet his death at Xenos' hand.
Hold up.
Being
Wait
the
a minute.
witnesses to this crime, and in no position to defend our innocence, we were then forced to flee, each pursuing his own avenue of escape. When we were later reunited, Estinian claimed to have encountered an unfamiliar kind of machina during his flight. But
Yes.
to me, his description seemed anything but. And upon further investigation, I found that I was right.
It was a stupid battle I had to fight. As Estinian.
The Empire is developing a new Ultima weapon.
Bum bum bum. Say what? Hold up. Wait a minute.
Surprise, motherfucker!
What, that Allagan monstrosity, created to vanquish primals, with which you yourself once thought to conquer Eorzea?
Man. Can't you just let the guy be? Jesus Christ.
The same. In my foolishness, I sought to harness its power, and became the Ascian's pawn in so doing. But you know as well as I how that tale ended.
You want to just hold on? Did it kind of go like this?
The weapon itself, excavated from beneath this very city, was destroyed ere we could fully unravel its secrets. And that should have been the end of it.
But it never is. There's always somebody that wants to take it. Where the get sitting here right now.
But unlikely as it sounds, the Empire's efforts to recreate it have somehow borne fruit. Primarily through secret research conducted by the Seventh Imperial Legion, it would seem.
What? Did I leave those assholes on the freaking space station?
Wait, the Seventh was all but annihilated at Cartano, along with its legatus.
Indeed. Few survived. The Seventh, as it is now, has little in common with the Legion led by Vandarnus, and its leadership has changed hands several times since. Precisely how this project has continued despite such turmoil, and under whose auspices, remains a mystery. What we do know, however, is that a number of prototypes have been produced, and that one of them is on its way to Eorzea.
Say what?
We attempted to stop it, but it was all we could do to slow its progress, so we resolved instead to bring you warning.
What is this thing moving an inch a day? Jesus Christ.
And right glad are we that you did. Though it soundly dashed our hopes that tensions might ease at last.
As it is, we've begun to strengthen our presence in the Gimlet Dark, and are assembling a force to meet the coming threat. A force with you in its vanguard, I hope.
Oh, I'm gonna have to take a rain check.
Before you say anything, I know full well you have pressing concerns of your own. Your comrades remain in peril, and I would not ask you to forsake them.
You don't have to. I'd be willing to forsake them for you, Rahaban. You would be a better Scion than all the rest of them combined.
But the fact remains that you and you alone have faced the Ultima weapon and emerged victorious.
Oh,
We need you.
okay. I'm gonna stop you there. It wasn't me and me alone. I did bring with me, I think it was 23 other people. Most of them were running around crazy, doing some crazy ass DPS, but I did have some people with me. I don't want to take full credit for it. It would not be right of me. I cannot remember their names, but that's fine.
And so, when the time comes, if your comrades can spare you, I bid you lend us your strength. I've assigned an officer to await your word.
Oh, really? What's his name? Oh. No name A?
Eorzea downfall was to be the work of my remaining days. But it was my hand that kindled these flames, and I cannot allow them to spread any further.
You know what? How many Ascetians have you actually killed, Gaius? Gaius? Whatever the hell your name is. I've been racking up the digits.
I will do what I must to see this mistake consigned to history once and for all. Even if it means begging your aid. The Fates will enjoy the
He
irony,
could have found them.
even as I endure the ignominy.
Listen, Pixar didn't happen. He could take screenshots.
I too shall make for the border and offer my skills, meager though they seem in such company. Mayhap we shall meet there anon.
Though we can ill afford to ignore the coming of a new Ultima weapon, our friend's plight grows ever more precarious, and none save you can join me in the thirst.
I don't really
I only
care.
hope you are not forced to make a choice.
If I am, I'm gonna go fight an Ultima weapon, I'll tell you that. Alright, what you got for me, little girl? As ever, the way forward is paved with difficult decisions. I told you they're not difficult. We can ill afford to ignore the threat of a new Ultima weapon, but with each passing day, the plight of the Scions grow even more perilous. If you cannot stay for the briefing of the Ultima weapon, I will not stop you. I only ask that you confer with me before returning to the first. I don't have to run my plans by you. I don't know who you think you are, Krill. More fucking food. I take it you're ready to return to the first? don't have a clue what I'm doing. Then I would ask that you apprise the others of recent events here in the source. Namely, Xenos' return and development of the new ultimate weapon. As for their bodies, you may assure them Master Naruto and I will continue doing what we can to keep their corporal ether stable. Safe travels, Zav. I hope to see you. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, Cry. I don't really care. Alright, let's do this. Take me away. I want to get out of this place. The Crystorium. Oh, sorry, Roan. I missed you. Yes, take me to... Wait, come back? I can't. But Roan, I gotta save the Scions. Where the hell is it at? What is this stupid place called? Was it the Doman Enclave? I'm coming. You have to unlock the big fat tacos? What? I don't even like how that sounds. Is this what I have to do? Click this thing? Ah, Zavrax, glad you can make it. As you may have heard, has given orders to embark from the Allied sectors to hold back the advance of the Empire's latest menace. Not that soldiers stationed there are too chuffed about being on the front lines against the new weapons. They're designed to slay primals. They make short work of mere mortals with us. Mind you, this is Gaius Balzers and his followers who have led the charge so far. All accounts, they've been giving us as good as they got. Unfortunately, their studies have met with little success. I dare say they benefit greatly from our presence on the battlefield and ready to colleague over at Porto Portino to show you the way. Okay, good. Is that what I'm supposed to unlock? Ruby Doomsday. You get your very own Gundam. Is it a dungeon? Let's see. Nope. Okay. Wait, do I have to play as somebody else? Because if so, that's it. I'm done. Oh. Oh. This game and its flipping trials. I'm sorry to hear that. Akari. Well, congrats on being in grad school. Wait, what the hell am I doing here? That says dungeon. Damn it, you've lied to me. I should have known. Chat could not be trusted. So your mind is set. Bro, I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. Then I shall apprise you of the situation. We discovered that the previously abandoned ultimate weapon project is being helmed by the former 7th Legion. We've already... Why are we rehashing that? We've already talked about that. They have already succeeded in producing several prototypes, one of which is set to be deployed on the Eorzean front. Its name, the Ruby Weapon. Serva and I were able to get within striking distance during one of its test runs, and made an attempt to destroy it. An attempt that ended in failure, alas. Based on our knowledge of the original ulti-weapon, the explosives we employed should have been sufficient to blast through its armor plating, but they barely left a mark. We suspect the gifts of its predecessor have been proven the source of its resilience. As you well know, the ultimate weapon was designed to absorb ether from the eons, and the ruby weapon no doubt shares that ability. If any were summoned during the uprising in Garlean's occupied territories, and thereafter consumed, our enemy would become all the more formidable. But its near impenetrable armor was only the beginning of our troubles. No shit. It fought back with whip-like claws that can be extended and contracted at will. In the face of such opponents, we were forced to withdraw. Because this scares you. Gaius was injured shielding me from the ruby weapon's assault. Even now, he struggles to stand. Damn it all! If I hadn't been so careless, this would have never happened. You need not concern yourself. Let us not forget that I am the one who initiated the Ultimate Weapon project. If I must give my life to bury the shameful legacy, then so be it. Alright.
If you were to face it alone, you are now, you'd be cut down before you even hobbled within firing distance. In any case, we can't afford to lose the information in your head. On both the foe with face and the Empire itself, we all know that asking for Zavrek's assistance presents the best chance of stopping the war machine, yeah?
'Tis true that if anyone were capable of putting down such a monstrosity, it would be him. Though I have no right to ask this of you, will you lend us your strength? I'm sorry. I wasn't even paying attention. What's going on? I do this for Eorzea. You have my thanks.
And mine, though I must impress upon you the urgency of our situation. We have received word that the Empire is preparing to advance on the Glimmet Dark. That is where we will intercept them. If our fears are proven correct, the ruby weapon will be among their hosts should it break through the lines. There is no telling devastation it will wreak. Make no mistake, the very survival of Eorzea hangs in the balance. Once you have steeled yourself in the battle ahead, your escort will lead the way.
That dude's my escort? What price must this world pay for my hubris? Now I will look away.
A short while earlier, in the Garlean-occupied city of Relic, magic weapons.
Commencing ruby weapon activation sequence. All units stand by.
Initiating synthetic azurite system. Fusion successful. No signs of incompatibility.
Awaiting your signal. Jesus Christ, what is this? Freaking, Pacific, God, what the hell is that movie called? Where they ride in the giant robots.
Gotta make sure you're drift compatible.
Ruby weapon, codenamed Darnell. Ready for launch. Yes, Pacific Rim. Darnell is ready to go. Darnell is live, and he is thirsty. Yo, escort, what's up? Don't I have to do this thing solo? Alright, Ron, we need to invite Kaya. Sorry. Oh, I'm not even sure I remember how to play. Have fun doing clear parties for these with my phone. Free company or outside join. Brom. Dude, he's a mentor. I was like, did Ron go AFK? Oh. No, I can't turn up the music. I keep getting copyright strikes. Yeah, I've had it like demonetized like the last 3 videos I did. YouTube was like, you have a copyright, you have a copyright, you have a copyright. I'm like, alright, shut up YouTube, I get it. These composers are a bunch of dickheads. Whew. Man. It was funny, my son comes in here, not my 6-year-old, my 15-year-old. He goes, I need to borrow a cube so I can plug in my phone. I'm like, I can't give you one. I'm gonna be streaming. He's like, you're gonna stream right now. I'm like, yes. I haven't even tried to talk to him on this character yet. Oh man, woo! Well, that's neat. I didn't know V did that. Oh, that's bright. 18 minutes? Are you insane? That's like a lifetime. You know what I can do in 18 minutes? I can shut my computer down, turn off my fan, shut off the light to my room, use the restroom, walk to my bedroom, climb into bed, and almost fall asleep in 18 minutes. Whew. Oh my god. Oh, I watched today, I watched Bill and Ted Face the Music on Hulu. I don't think I've ever been more disappointed in a movie. I can't say that. I watched that movie and it was so horrible. Have you seen Avatar: The Last Airbender? The animated cartoon or the movie? By movie, I mean the live-action movie. I think that's an understatement. I think that's right up there with the Dragon Ball Z movie. With the kid who's not even Chinese. Whew, oh my god. Oh man, what have I? Two white kids. I was like, wait, what? Sapphire? What? I don't even know what we're talking about. Oh shit. Here we go again. Darnell's all ready. It does sound like they're saying tacos. It sounds like it's beans and tacos. Oh shit, I guess I should be running in here. I don't even think I'm the main tank. Wait, what the hell are these things by my name? I'm a 6? What the fuck is that? And the other dude's an A? Alright, I didn't think I was in that, but that's fine. Wait, why am I drowning? Okay, that's weird. Oh, okay. Can I target this dude, please? Thank you. That would be really appropriate. My god, it's been so long since I played this game. Oh, come on, I was off of it. Is it just me? Or does this like Dark Knight look like he's sliding around the screen? I really don't like being in that bubble. Oh. Can you stop running away, dude? I'm trying to stand on top of you. Slide casting, yes, okay. Wait, there's ads? Oh, shit. Ads need to be separated in a second. You know... Oh. You know what? Might help if I put my tank stance on. Jesus Christ, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Oh, that's a summoner spell. God damn it. It's like another ad. Sonya must not know that I was in the hospital, so I don't know what's going on. I forgot things. People are hiding behind shit. What the hell's going on? It might even be helpful if I actually knew what the fuck was going on in this fight. I did hit that, please. Thank you. Oh, we got full limit break back. That's cool. Should a DPS buster it out? Or is there like a third phase to this fight? Oh, well, thank you for rubbing my head. That's a very revealing outfit you have there. Oh, it was all only AoE limb breakers. Oh, ow! Oh, nice of you to show up. Yeah, it's true. You guys love to see me screw it up. Even before, your figure was unmistakable. Yes, I'm the tiny white dot on the screen. When you're 16 miles back, you asshole. Though I am sure you will concur, the ultimate weapon pales in comparison to this new monstrosity. If their research is allowed to continue, the next model will be not unstoppable. With that in mind, the Alliance has listed the help of... Wait, I hear something. Somebody with a tail. Who the hell is this? Here to sift through what remains of the ruby weapon, are you? Allie, what do you think you're doing here? Allie? Father? Wait. What the fuck? It's been too long. Alphonse, and you too, Rex. Given that the Empire is proceeding with the weapons project and making inroads into Eorzea, I suppose it was only a matter of time until our paths crossed. It's wonderful to see you again, Father, although I can't say I think much of the company you've been keeping. I know a lot's happened, but I'm just glad you're alright, and now you can come back to Garlemald with us. My days serving the Empire are over. Because you're suspected of assassinating Emperor Varus? But we know you never do a thing like that. There must be a way to prove your innocence. Then everything can go back to the way... Are these his adopted children? Or did he have... Or was he very cordial with an Auru? Adopted, okay. Oh, here we go. He boned the demon dragon. So he found you two shivering on the roadside when he was going through Orlet? Lucky for you, eh? If he hadn't, we'd probably be dead by now. As for us three, our parents all died in the epidemic. We'd still be begging on street corners if it weren't for him. Will do, Roan. Thanks for hanging with me. I just wish there was a way we could repay Lord Gaze for all the kindness he showed us. He fights for the Empire, so we should, too. That'll make him proud of us. You're saying we should join the army? I don't think that's such a good idea. Everyone in Warlord was scared of the Garleans. Why would we want to be like them? Lord Gaius is different. I know he is. You're right. He always says that the strong should lead the weak. Maybe that's why he took us in. All right. If becoming a soldier is what it takes, I'll do it. Who's with me? Count me in, and maybe one day people will look up to us like we do Lord Gaius. Gaius. Then it's settled. From now on, we're all brothers and sisters fighting for the same cause. Brothers and sisters? Then that would make Lord Gaius our father? Well, if he doesn't mind us calling him that, I suppose so. And that makes you our big brother since you're the oldest. You better be nice to us or I'm telling Father. Father, since you went away, a lot has changed in the Empire, for us too. If we'd known that you were still out there, still alive, none of this would have happened. What do you mean? The truth is... If you must go, I will not stop you, but answer me this. Who was piloting the ruby weapon? We all know that Neil von Darnus was not returned from the dead. Who do you think? It was Melissalandia. No. No, I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe you would let this happen. She was a sister to you, to all of you. We only want to finish what you started. And while we will never forget all you have done for us, the next time we meet, it shall be as enemies. Goodbye, Father. Ah. As for you, hero of Eorzea, you'll pay for what you did to Melissalandia, I swear it. Yeah. You better pick out a spot with 5 graves. I want to make sure you all stay together. Make it 6. I'm gonna get rid of this shithead to my left. Okay, so... Let's see... Okay. Okay, so I got Ron's reaction. What do you have now? Oh, now fucking Uncle Fester shows up? Well, well, Gaius von Balzer, we meet again. Oh. Come to see how your precious weapon project has been proceeding in your absence, have you? You'll come to collect data on the ruby weapon, correct? The pilot, Miss Landra, should be inside the cockpit. I will ask Val the Moon to escort you to the wreckage. Any idea who this... an Imperial crony of this is, perhaps? Oh, it's his daughter. Oh. One of the orphans? Guys always did have an eye for a talent and mind to nurture it. In fact, Livia Zaz Junius was another protege of his. He even took me under his wing when my father became obsessed with the Meteor Project. It's strange how I felt closer to Gaius than my own flesh and blood. Ow, ow, ow. God damn it. Then my father and countless others lost their lives in the Banja incident. Although he was acting under Imperial Soul's orders, he masterminded... Gosh, damn it. He masterminded the whole thing. That is not what I want. I begged him to reconsider and put an end to this madness, but my words fell on deaf ears. Are you kidding me? I just lost my sock all the way down there. Okay, and I lost that too. Alright, sweet. Batting 1,000. Put an end to this madness, but his words fell on deaf ears. That's when I turned to Gaius for support. But he was as much a pawn of the Emperor as my father and refused to intervene. And when my turn came to serve, I defected and fled to Eorzea. I blamed Gaius as much as any of them, perhaps even more for the barbaric acts carried out in the name of conquest. But when we met the Praetorium, all the hatred that had been festering inside me seemed to fade away, and I remembered the man I once respected. To think the dreaded Black Wolf was a mere plaything of the Essetians, who left him broken and disgraced. Having sent thousands of his men to early graves is more than most could bear. Now the lives of his children he raised hang in the balance. Any personal grievances I have with guys can wait. I best gather what information I can on the ruby weapon. I'll be back as soon as possible. Very good. Good. Chap, go. Alright. Oh, Jesus Christ, I don't want to talk to this asshole again. What do you got now? If Sid is as I remember him, it will not take long for him to finish investigating the remains of the ruby weapon. He never was one to waste time. My engineers are still in the field, but there's something I thought you should know right away. It's about the pilot. I'm not sure how to tell you this, but... Is she dead? I only hope she was not made to suffer. Death would have been a kindness. In all my years, I've never seen such a perversion of science and nature. Her body was fused with the ruby weapon's core. Those last moments must have been spent in pure agony, as her very life essence was drained from her. So she was sacrificed to power the infernal machine? We must act quickly if we are to prevent the Empire from committing further atrocities. Zavrax, is there any other information you can share with us regarding the ruby weapons prior to its deactivation? Yeah, I pulled out my sword, and then I stabbed it. Neo von Darnus? Did the Legatus mean that much to Mislangia? From what I gather, it sounds as if data based on Neil's combat capabilities was used to override the pilot's consciousness after she was fused with the core. If this technology is perfected and the Empire begins implanting the memories of renowned warriors, such as the White Raven, onto its soldiers, the Alliance won't stand a chance. Is such a thing even possible? Yeah, have you seen Matrix? I can learn Kung Fu in 15 minutes. Yeah, that's pretty much how soul crystals work. Yes, it seems that such crystals are in common use throughout Eorzea, an ancient but effective means of passing on knowledge from one generation to the next. While it may bear some similarities, we won't know for certain until we've analyzed the records of the ruby weapon. It cannot be denied that combining the combat data from an experienced soldier with the power of an Econ has yielded remarkable results, but in doing so, the Empire has sunk to the very depths of depravity. This is beyond forgiveness. For once, I agree with you. Yet one question remains unanswered. How were we able to obtain data on someone who was supposedly killed prior to the calamity? That's what I'm trying to determine. There is one possibility I'd like to explore, but I need it to carry out more thorough investigation first. Several will provide support, While you are in the field, not only is she extremely well versed in the latest in Garlean technology, there are a few soldiers I would rather have watching my back. Yeah, because she did so well the first time. In the meantime, V and I will follow the Ruby Rope's track back to the point of origin. Yeah, that's a good idea. We will learn what we can of the other weapon project in a manner in which Alpha knows and the others are involved. Should we cover anything of value, we will relay it to the troops stationed here. For now, I suggest you use the lull in Garlean activity to recuperate. Would I be correct in guessing that the belated reunion with those darling orphans of yours has stirred up memories of our time in Garlemon? Remember our agreement, Gaius. If you so much as think of returning to your Imperial masters, I will kill you. I don't like that guy's attitude. Seems like a jerk. Okay. God damn it. So you put down the ruby weapon. Gods, I wish I could have seen that, not from too close, mind you. I suppose I should report news of victory to the higher-ups. I realize you must have been through quite an ordeal, but could you give me a quick summary of the battle? Pulled out sword, stabbed it, put sword away. That's pretty much how it goes. You make it sound so easy. I know. It really is that easy for me. From the way you tell it, anyone would think you slay hulking brutes like this for a living. I do. I get paid for it. I'll put all this into a report and leave a copy over here, should you fancy a bit of light reading. Anyway, I expect you got more pressing matters to take care of, like going for a celebratory pint. If Garleans pluck up the courage to come back knocking again, we'll let you know. Rest up. Yep, not a problem. Meanwhile, in the Warlight Magitech installation. Damn, that guy's got something fucking going on with his hair. We should have told him the truth. He'd be able to help us. I know he would. That's exactly the problem, Allie. If he knew the true nature of the weapon project, he'd find some way to interfere. We've come too far to back down now. I won't let Millie death be in vain. Even if that means going against Father's wishes. Cheer up, Alpha Nose. We can all go back to being one big happy family after we've dealt with those pesky Eorzeans. It'll just be like old times. If only it were that simple. There's no guarantee any of us will make it back alive. Excuse me? I think you're forgetting whose turn it is next, O ye of little faith. With me at the helm of the sapphire weapon, it'll be over before you know it. Whatever happens, Rex, promise you'll come back to us. I couldn't bear to lose you too. I'm afraid we haven't much in the way of information this area for the front line. We have, however, received word that guys wish to speak with you at the Alliance headquarters. I have arranged an escort to take you to the headquarters, so when you're ready to depart, speak with the fellow over here. What do you want? Okay, so you're just gonna talk to me about bullshit I don't care about. Check. Alright, so... And that's basically just to go do Ruby Weapon. Let's see here. Oh, my flipping leg is starting to hurt. I hate when they ask questions like that. It's like, do you have business? Why am I here? What do you think? Oh my god. You've come at the most opportune time, my friend. I've made something of a breakthrough in my research on the soul and the means to return the Scions home. I trust you're making good use of your time? Yeah. Ill tidings from the source, you say? Then I will summon the others. We might be apprised of the situation.
Now that we are all here, what news from the source?
Yay!
A new Ultima weapon. We must count ourselves lucky that Gaius has pledged his assistance.
While this is indeed a worrying development, I think the state of the Empire as a whole greater grounds for concern. With the Emperor slain and Xenos returned, it is impossible to predict how matters will unfold in Garlemald. The Ultima weapon may be but the first of many unpleasant surprises.
The situation beareth closer observation, of that there is no doubt, and doth compound our need to return unto the source.
Then let us address that issue. Our long search for a means to see you safely home may well be nearing its conclusion. Thanks in large part to Eorzea and Becklug's invaluable insight, we have succeeded in fashioning a vessel for the journey.
It's a bedpan.
We set out to create a crystalline container retaining the more useful properties of white aurosite, but without its regrettable limitations. And after a good deal of trial and error, we made one.
Sorry. How did we test trials and errors?
For soul and mind both, that will allow your incorporeal self in its entirety to be ferried between worlds. A spirit vessel, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
However...
Yep.
However?
Though the vessel is possessed of the requisite qualities to hold mind and memory, it wanteth yet for a means to receive of them. For that, we must needs imbue it with the Exarch's innate gift.
A gift that lives on only through the blood of the Garlean Emperors, which certainly does not flow within aurosite or any other crystal.
Just so, milady. The blood serveth as a conduit of sorts. In its absence, memory cannot pass from mind unto mind, nor from flesh unto crystal.
That being the case, We must either alter the process of inheritance so as to require no such thing, or determine a means by which my blood may permeate the vessel. I am hopeful that the records found within this tower will yield the knowledge we require to pursue one or the other of these avenues.
Wah, wah.
As well you should be. The Allegan's body of etherological research is extraordinary. I can scarce believe it the work of ages past. But its underlying principles are not so very different from those of my own field of study. Given time, we will find the answers we seek.
I know that you can ill afford to wait, and it pains me that I must ask you to do so. I can only reaffirm my promise to you that a solution will be found. Whatever it takes, I will see you safely home.
My apologies.
I do hope you haven't come to tell us that mortal peril fast approaches.
No. I had hoped to speak with the Warrior of Darkness. But there is no need to cut short your meeting on my account. I will be waiting outside.
Why not speak in here? She knows I don't mind. Unless she didn't want to.
Wah, wah.
Perhaps I might accompany you. Though I am woefully ill-qualified to assist in the Exarch's research, I may yet be of some use to Lena.
Probably not. Ow, ow, ow. I want to talk to you, Alfie. Killing me, bro. I must confess, while I enjoy my fair share of scholarly research, it will be good to step out of the spot for fresh air. Now then, shall we go and speak with Lena? Yes. If it gets me to stop talking to you.
Wah, wah.
We have little time, so I will be brief. A Sin Eater has been sighted in Lakeland, and I may ask for your assistance in his lane. Wait, how the fuck is there a Sin Eater? I have heard some few yet remained after the night had returned, but perhaps we should call the others? That will not be necessary. It's only a single Sin Eater, a simple task for our guard, I should think. That said, I believe fighting alongside the Warrior of Darkness would be a valuable experience for them. Peace can lead to complacency, and they gain nothing from an easy victory, but you do not underestimate your foes, however harmless they may seem. My men will do well to learn from your example. Oh, let's be about it then. Who am I to stop the needs? Let's head to Fort Job. My gosh, damn leg. Let's go to Fort Jobs. Ow. Damn it. If you would wait here for a moment, I would gather the others. Yeah, go ahead, do that. You may not remember, but you have met these soldiers once before, though only in passing. Long have they awaited the opportunity to fight at your side. I was at death's door the day after the Sin-Eaters attacked. If you and yours hadn't come along, I'd likely step through, and I wouldn't have been alone. Your courage and selflessness is something we all aspire to. I too was there at the terrible day. My friend was transferred to a Sin-Eater before my very eyes, and I had no choice but to cut her down. And the thought of returning to the field, of holding a blade again, it filled me with dread. But that is no way to honor her or my comrades, and so I've returned. I swear I will not let you or anyone else down on this day forward. A pleasure to meet you, sir. Truly, it seems only yesterday I watched as you took the fight astride to an Amaro to go save the Oracle. Strange to think that Yomarian soldiers, we once blocked blades with this new now on our side, but we will do the utmost to keep peace here in Lakeland. Okay. Alright. We seem to be missing one. My apologies, Captain Lena. An elderly gentleman asked that I escorted him to Clearmelt. It took longer than I anticipated. I'll not begrudge your desire to help those in need, but a soldier must be punctual, especially when we play host to honored guests. It won't happen again. The name's Thaler, and I'm sure you don't remember, but we once met before in the infirmary. I asked you to deliver a message to the Exarch with the Word of Darkness. Little did I know I was already talking to him. Don't give up, don't give in. I keep those words close to my heart, and the boundless, beautiful skies above serve as a reminder to the importance. My friend got to see the night return shortly before he passed. He left this world with a smile, satisfied with a glimpse of what has to come. But there are countless others who weren't so fortunate. They gave their lives to the promise of a future they'll never know, and so it fails to us to do everything we can. Okay, man, Jesus Christ. You know, we're gonna kill something like in 3 seconds. Your heroism has inspired all of our guardsmen in much the same manner. Our scouts at the northern staging point have not had the pleasure of meeting you in person. Let us not keep them waiting. How many people are we bringing to kill this stupid thing? You suck. Oh my god, my leg. They're watching not to fight. Probably.
Did you slay this eater? Your orders were to await the main force before engaging.
No, Captain. It wasn't us, I swear it. A man came out of nowhere and cut it down before we knew what was happening.
By himself. Certainly does no light warden, but nevertheless.
It's true. Felled it with a single swing of his axe, he did. I've never seen anything like it. So I says to him, who are you, the warrior of bleeding darkness? And he says, no, I'm a warrior of light. And that was it. Buggered off as quick as he came.
A warrior of light? Why would someone go around calling himself that, though? It was those bastards who caused the flood. I mean, if you were going to pretend to be anyone, it'd be him, the warrior of darkness.
Hey? Oh, I didn't know. It's an honor.
Since the Eater is no longer a threat, our work here is done. Return to your posts.
I had hoped to fight at your side today. But I'll continue to follow your example, and may we meet again.
Make sure you get yourself a shield.
I apologize for the wasted journey. It seems I overestimated the threat. As for this warrior of light, I do not know who would be brazen enough to take that mantle for his own. Whatever it may once have meant, it is forever tainted by the association with the Flood. The Exarch told me the truth of Ardbert and his comrades' deeds, and I am aware they played some part in your own triumph. But to most, they are synonymous with the calamity that befell this world. Still, if this man is minded to destroy Sin Eaters, I may forgive him his unfortunate choice of alias. But that is neither here nor there. I thank you for accompanying me.
Oh, no problem, Lena.
With that concluded, shall we return to the Crystarium? There is a proposal I should like to make.
Oh, really? What a surprise. Let me guess. You want to make a new, soldiers?
Forgive me. There is one more thing. A personal concern of mine. I had hoped you might have a moment to speak privately.
Take your time. I shall go on ahead.
Yeah. You know what's about to go down. Bow, chicka, bow, wow.
I will not mince words. This matter concerns the Exarch.
Okay.
Though his countenance belies his age, his demeanor never has. He has seen more than any man should and grown ever more weary with time. But I see I give the wrong impression. While it is true he attempted to open a letter with a salmon fillet the other evening, we are not here because I suspect his mind is deteriorating. Nor do I believe him to be so maddeningly unconcerned by the prospect of his own death as he once was. Indeed, the opposite is true.
Okie dokie.
It is for this reason that I seek your advice. Since he returned from the Tempest, the Exarch is not as he was. He seems a different man. A younger man.
Ouch.
I know not the details of his research, but when I saw him at work recently, there was a glint in his eye that I had never seen before. He looked happy.
That's because he's got the hood off. You can't really look in his eyes when he's got the hood on.
It was as if he had peered into the future and for the first time found joy there. Though it gladdens me to see him thus, I wonder if I should not keep my distance. I fear that my presence will only anchor him to the past. Remind him of all the pain that came before. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Then perhaps we might remain as we were. As we have always been. What a relief. In that case, I will have to speak with him about the amount of time he is spending at work. This research is important, I know, but if he refuses to consider his own health, I will have to consider it for him.
Damn right. You get yourself some lively Exarch. You go, girl. God damn it, rain again. I will not keep you. You and your comrades have much to discuss. I will see the others back to their posts. Okay. Well, his hand's all still blue. The others were quite shocked to hear what we found in Lakeland. But now that you're here, here's a proposal I should like to make. I have been spending a great deal of time in the Cabinet of Curiosity. And of late, I have noted more and more people pursuing books on history, the years leading up to the Flood in particular. I suspect they wish to know more about the Warrior of Light, as well they should, but nearly everything I've come across describes them as Sin Eaters or worse. Regardless of whether or not this Warrior Light is who they claim to be, I worry that their sudden appearance in conjunction with this renewed interest in their predecessors may lead to growing unrest and fear. If the people of the Crystallium seek the truth, I say we give it to them. I too can attest to the falsehoods found within full many of the Cabinet's tomes, with nary a mention of the noble deeds of Adbert and his comrades. To be fair, they bear some responsibility for the Flood, but when the tale is told again and again over the course of a century, I am not surprised to see their roles distorted and painted as villains. Were it not for the records stored within the Crystal Tower, I would have had no reason to question the narrative. Unfortunately, that knowledge was of no use, for when I arrived here in the first, their reputation had already been irreparably tarnished. That said, there still remained those who worked tirelessly to defend their good name, and in all his days following the Flood. Considering all the good they had done, I find it wonder they needed defending at all. They brought to justice the man who misused my knowledge to bring about the fall of Bobart. That such heroes could be spoken of in the same breath as Sin Eaters is absurd. Under normal circumstances, I would agree, but as times passed, those who knew the firsthand their deeds dwindled. In the end, only one truth remained, that they were the cause of the Flood. With the world on the brink of oblivion, it was too easy for the Warriors of Light to become villains deserving only of resentment and hate. At this point, the truth mattered little. It would not change their lot. Thanks to all of you, however, their lot has changed, and now they must heed the long-forgotten truth. You claimed it was Adbert who helped you overcome Emmett Selches, correct? Such a revelation would do well to sway the hearts of those who know him only as a villain. I have shared this with a select few, but one and all must be told of his sacrifice. To that end, I will say we proceed with Alphinaud's plan. We call together the people of the Crystalium and recount to them the true tale of the Warriors of Light and the flood that followed in their wake. Well, what say you, Zavrax? I wish we would have done this sooner. In hindsight, I agree, but better late than never. Exarch, might I like you to continue working with Backlog on the means of returning home? The rest of us will see to gathering people. We have to reach out to anyone and everyone who might be willing to lend an ear. With any luck, word will spread and more will accompany them. Okay. Zavrax, my, what a wonderful surprise. Though I hope you being here doesn't mean someone's been hurt. Thanks to you, I've had fewer patients coming through the door of late, which is a shame, come to think of it. I've had fewer opportunities to test my new medicines. Yeah, I jest, of course. It's actually been quite pleasant to have a few moments to myself now and again. The truth about the Warrior of Light, but the Exarch has already spoken with me about them. Well, if there's more to tell, I'd like to hear it. Good. Now I can be gone. Be gone, peasant! So down here I have to go see. It's to run! Well, do what I owe the pleasure, whatever it is, I must ask you to be brief. With the night return, visitors have been flocking to the Crystalium. Seeing the stairs so full of life and excitement, one can almost forget the flood ever happened. The Warrior of Light, yes, the Exarch has mentioned them before, but everyone knows them as the cardinal virtues. Are they suggesting there's more to this? Yeah. Well, you've yet to steer us wrong. Okay, good. Here's the guy I need to talk to. Okay. Yes, we're gonna talk. Come with us. Alright. That's 3 of the 5. So the last 2 are... One's up there. And one... Oh, god damn it. Of course. That's a cool outfit. Sorry, was that a goose? Oh, it's like the duckling, okay. Okay, so I'm sure I have to go this way. And this is probably the armor smith. Let's see. Oh, it's Catless Everdeen. Whoa, whoa, what is this? All right. Wait. Shit. Oh, here we go. Really, these big ass doors. Oh, come on. What a feeling sky at the top. That very creepy bookkeeper who wants to read me nighttime stories. Ah ha ha ha. Okay. So that makes it simple. Okay, how did I miss the giant doors? Okay, there we go. There you are, between the four of us. I dare say we swept the custodian from top to bottom. This better be voice acted. Oh, this definitely better be voice acted.
Yes, this looks to be nearly everyone. Let us begin, shall we? Though I am usually the first to hold forth at such events, I think on this occasion that honor should fall to you.
Me? I don't even talk.
They would be more inclined to take the word of the Warrior of Darkness.
Indeed. In light of the subject matter, who better than thee to speak these truths?
Oh, great. Now the people in the back can't see me.
Wicked White? The Warriors of Light did all that?
So they never... I mean, they only ever wanted to help. And when everything they'd done turned to ash, they still carried on.
They gave everything to stop the flood. First their lives, then their souls.
I'm streaming.
And they managed it too, in the end. They saved us. And we cursed their names.
This should go a long way towards clearing the air. Impossible.
Wait, you can see him too?
I definitely see something. You don't think it's a ghost, do you?
Nay, yonder standeth no bloodless apparition, but a warrior of light and darkness both. Ardbert.
What in the world?
It's you! The one who slew the Eater!
That it should be the warrior of darkness who brought the truth to light. You've saved me a fair bit of time, though I have a few words of my own to say, if I may. People of the Crystarium, I am Ardbert, one of those you know as a warrior of light.
That's impossible. You should be dead.
Aye, that I should. But as the world has been given new life, so too have I. I know not why I, and I alone, have been gifted this chance. But I do know this. Only by the will of the star itself could such a miracle come to pass. The hero who stands before you now, the warrior of darkness, is not of this world. And the day will come when he must return to his home. But this land is our home. And if it is to remain so, now and forevermore, it is we who must protect it. The time to rely on saviors from afar has passed. It is you who must rise. You who must become the new warriors of light.
What? Us? Warriors of Light?
None of us were born heroes, my friend. I was only ever a man with a thirst for adventure. But wherever my journeys took me, I was invariably confronted with the same choice. To lend what aid I could to those in need, or not. And I always chose the former. Any one of you could do the same. All you need is the will to help your fellow man, and the resolve to see it through.
Why do I look so mad?
By thine own lips did we learn of Ardbert's fate, and by thy countenance I gather thou art not inclined to recant thy testimony. Yet whosoever this man may be, his words hold truth and resonate with the citizenry besides. For us to voice our doubts here and now would serve but to sow disquiet. 'Twere better we retired unto the ocular and there discuss this matter in private.
Go. I will stay here and watch.
So, that is a warrior of light of the first. I've not had the pleasure of making his acquaintance, but as you all seem to be in agreement, I gather this is no simple case of mistaken identity.
As far as I was able to discern, that was indeed Ardbert. It has been a long time, but not that long. Could he truly have been resurrected as he claims?
Ardbert did entrust his very soul unto thee. I see no reason to question thy judgment.
Nor I. To my eyes, your ether burns as brightly as the day you slew Emmett Selk. That is proof that he is with you still.
Yet that which standeth now before the people is far more than a passing imitation. I am reminded of the cardinal virtues, though a sin-eater he is not. Which leaveth but one plausible explanation.
In a Ascension?
That he is an Ascian.
Given their fondness for posthumous possession, I would have to agree. From what I understand, the Warriors of Light were laid to rest in Yulmore by those whom they had aided in life. At the time, some few still remembered them as heroes. Needless to say, 4 of them were subsequently exhumed to serve as the Virtues. And if one knew where to look, Ardbert too would not have been difficult to find.
Assuming then that this is indeed the work of an Ascian, my mind inevitably turns to the last remaining paragon to survive the Sundering.
Elidibus. That Xenos hath reclaimed his own flesh is known. Thus evicted from his borrowed form, and cognizant no doubt of Emmett Selk's failure here in the first, 'tis quite possible the emissary chose Ardbert for his next vessel.
Inhabiting the flesh of the fallen. My, that is unsavory. And they do this often, you say?
Verily, for they possess no corporeal forms of their own. In what one may term their natural state, none save those gifted with the echo can perceive them.
Hey Vamp, how's it going, man? Yeah, I still like the game.
Indeed, when Elidibus intruded upon the waking sands, his presence did go unmarked by all save Ninfilia and the Warrior of Light. On that occasion, I myself remained ignorant of his coming until after his departure. It was only at a later juncture, when he deigned to appear before me in borrowed flesh, that I was finally able to take the measure of him. In such puppetry do the Ascians engage when they seek to influence the course of history.
And they have gained much by it. Emmett Selk single-handedly built the Garlean Empire in this manner, while La Hebrea came close to conquering Eorzea, having taken possession of Thancred's living body.
Yet it must needs be noted that the Ascians cannot avail themselves of all mortal vessels. For were they able to do so, none would serve as a better pawn than our own redoubtable champion. Mayhap the blessing of light shieldeth Hydaelyn's chosen from Ascian influence. Or mayhap other forces are at work. We cannot say for certain.
Whatever the reason, I hope it holds true. I dare not contemplate what might come to pass otherwise.
Is it not peculiar, then, that Ardbert's mortal remains should be susceptible, given that he was once a warrior of light? Or did the final departure of his soul make it possible, perhaps? Regardless, to hear an Ascian use him to call forth new warriors of light boggles the mind.
One second there.
Elidibus hath ever been an enigma, his ostensible purpose being to preserve the balance between light and dark.
She still occasionally plays. She's stuck in Stormblood. And she does not really like that expansion. So it's taking longer for her to play through it. But she's still playing WoW. She never stopped.
When he made overtures towards me, however, I was afforded a glimpse behind the mask of the self-appointed emissary. I shall not defend mine actions, undertaken in pursuit of a better understanding of our foe as either wise or prudent. Nevertheless, what little I did glean may now prove useful. Elidibus possesseth a subtle mind, practiced in the art of manipulation. That he coaxed this star's most valiant heroes as far as the source with naught save half-truths is no trifling feat.
I honestly did not like Shadowbringers. I did not like Stormblood at all. It was my least favorite expansion. I really liked Heavensward. I really liked, of course, ARR and Shadowbringers here. Excited to see what Endwalker has to offer. But, yeah, for some reason I really could not get behind Stormblood.
And now I believe he doth employ his skills once more to some as yet unknown end. Though naught is certain, should my suspicions prove true, we shall have need of all our wits if we are to uncover and thereafter thwart his plot.
Agreed. 'Tis plain that simply speaking out against him will not avail us. At best, it would only serve to confuse the people. And I would hesitate to do anything which might tarnish Ardbert's reputation once more, nor yours by association.
I felt like if they would have done one whole story, and then you went on to go do the other whole story, it might have been a better experience. But doing one thing and then leaving it half done, and then going to another place, and then starting that, and then going back and forth, it was just weird.
That being the case, it may be wise to keep a covert eye on this Ardbert's movements, as we attempt to discern his purpose and how best to mitigate his influence.
His performance appears to have concluded. What now? Go back out and follow him?
'Twould appear Master Alphino already has a pursuit in mind, and I suspect one pair of eyes shall better serve our cause than half a dozen. Let the rest of us maintain an inconspicuous distance, for the present at least.
Yeah, it was super awkward. I was just like, wait, what? Alright, it is 12:21. I'm gonna call it quits for tonight. Go get some sleep. I was up since 7. Ow, my eye. Finally good to get back into streaming. Make sure you guys like, subscribe. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I want to try to bang this out as much as possible, so I might do an earlier stream tomorrow. Sweet. Love to check that out. But I go to the doctor's on Monday, so to get an update on my legs. So Monday I might be a little sore because I know he's going to really scrape at them and check them out, since it's going to be my first official visit after the hospital. My God, that is way too much dedication for a model. It would just be easier just to buy it off eBay already done. $670 parts, Jesus Christ. That's like the stupid Legos my kid's been getting. And he's like, here, Dad, put this together. And I'm looking at the box going, what the? How many pieces is in this stupid-ass box? And it's like, oh, they've broken it down to 7 different packages of parts. I'm like, oh my God. Like, ain't nobody got no time for that shit. It's crazy what they charge for models. Gotcha. Alright, guys, I will check you later. Thanks for hanging with me. Good night.